I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist who went into autistic burnout several years ago, and when I did, I developed ARFID, which is avoidant and restrictive food intake disorder. I've never had this issue before where my body was not able to tolerate foods, different textures, different tastes. The thought of eating made me feel nauseous and sick to my stomach. And when I would try to eat, it would get even worse. My weight dropped down to the low 90s, my breathing slowed, my heart rate was low, my blood pressure was low, and I'd get dizzy when I'd stand up. I had no energy ever and was very fatigued. So I decided to make eating my main goal. I used body doubling in my online group to help me get meals in my body 3 times a day. I came up with a meal plan that I stuck to religiously in order to eat the same breakfast, same lunch, and same dinner every day to get calories in my body so that I could actually tolerate eating again. And once my calories started going up and I wasn't so hungry, I was able to actually tolerate food. I've been doing really well for about 6 months now, and I've put on a lot more weight, thankfully. What I didn't realize, though, is how precarious my recovery really is, because in autistic burnout, you can have so many things interrupt your ability to eat. It could be overstimulation, lack of sleep, not enough control in your environment, or the foods could just be made the wrong way. About 6 days ago, I didn't eat enough, and I didn't think anything of it. I was out with my kids all day, and I had a small breakfast, and I had a little snack for dinner. But that was it. It wasn't enough, but I went to bed knowing I'd eat a big breakfast in the morning, and it would be okay. But I woke up the next morning unable to tolerate food again. 1 single day of less calories made my body unable to eat. For the last 5 days, I've tried to choke down food and been unsuccessful. So I took myself out to a restaurant where I could get a preferred meal, and I had to choke down every bite. I felt nauseous every step of the way, but when I finished the meal, I felt so much better because there was finally food in my stomach and I didn't feel nauseous anymore. And later that night, I was able to eat dinner. Seeing how easily I was able to slip back into not being able to handle food was kind of scary, to be honest. But every situation is a learning opportunity, and I know now that I need to be extremely diligent with getting 3 meals a day and enough calories so that I don't slip back into struggling with ARFID. If you or a loved one struggle with ARFID, you're not alone. And it's also not your fault.